Okay.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Shaukat Saab, also just very briefly, because we're almost out of time, when a country, XYZ country, is dependent on foreign aid to run its day-to-day affairs, then what do you expect from it? Can it have an independent foreign policy if it is so dependent on foreign aid?
The interdependence or dependence, so to say, as you are pointing out, is not from the beginning for foreign aid perspective. As I said earlier, the moment country got independence, we got the problem, we got the dispute. So please try to understand that our problem from the beginning has not been less fund for development or no funding at all. That's why we were knocking the doors of donors or the major countries. No. Our problem was Kashmir from the very beginning. We had a greater military operators on our next door, which was hostile to us because of a dispute that we inherited, and that still continues. As far as the question of diversification of our foreign policy, I think it will be unfair not to mention the recent achievement in terms of our membership in SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, where Russia and China, the the Chinese in terms of emerging power and Soviet or Russian having been a power, they are members, and even today as we are talking, the joint exercises are taking place somewhere, and incidentally India is also part of the exercises. So this diversification issue is very important, because as we are trying or we are keen to lower the degree of our dependence on the United States, so we are looking towards some other centers of power. What is the CPAC? Do you think it's sanctioned by United States? No.
Absolutely not, sir.
Do you think we do not have the consequences to face because of the CPAC? Come on, So if CPAC is completed and is achieved a success, then definitely if 10 years later or 5 years later you may have a long life, you will be having guests like us, you will be talking different things, you will be talking what happened in Central Asia to a convoy from Pakistan, or what happened to a convoy of Brazil passing through Pakistan, and you will laugh 10 years later that there was a time that there was no water, electricity and connectivity in Balochistan, and look at the fate of Balochistan now. It can be an ambition from me within as a Pakistani, but it can become a reality,
And we hope that it does, sir. So we leave it at that. Thank you very much.